Okay, it looks like we are rolling. It looks like we're rolling. Look. Oh. No, no, no. Hold on, I'm just going to check in and say hi. I see a few of you have just started to show up. Hey Mary, what's going on? Hey Love Triber. Hey Path, good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. Mwah. Mwah. How's that? Yeah. Gateway to heaven. Yes. Yes. There is Terra Illumination. Look, right there. Look. Right there. 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 Look. Yes. So here we are. Carolyn Rose. Howdy. Good evening, Carolyn. Thank you so much. So, you know, this is still part of the Terra Illumination. What are we going to do while we're in New Zealand thingy? Because the time zones are, you know, completely upside down here. And it's impossible for me to transmit for the regular Sunday Night Live, which I love to do. So we'll have to wait. Next weekend, we will be back in Los Angeles, and we're going to do Sunday Night Lives. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, yeah, Carolyn, I'm still here, and you're in the South Island. As far as I recall, Carolyn Rose, you are in New Zealand, and you are a New Zealander. And you can probably see from the chart over there, there is your beautiful country. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. As far as I recall, Carolyn, you are in the South Island. What is the town? What is your town in the South Island? Is it up in the middle, up to the left, up to the right? Where is it? Which one is it? Yeah. Oh, it looks like we're like really bad notes here about the internet and how it's already crashing. So I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Love Triber, yay! Love Triber, thank you so much. You're a real trooper. Setting the tone for the evening. Thank you very much. It really helped. In fact, hey Amaka, yeah. Casey, greetings. Liliana, hi. I love it when your names pop up on the screen. I love it. Amaka. As far as I recall, Amaka, you are in the Maldives. Is that correct? Liliana from Texas. Oh, Golden Bay. You're in Golden Bay. Oh, okay. The top. Oh, you're up in the top, the northwest. Okay. So I could look at it. I mean, I can't actually point to the map right now, but maybe we can do that later. Thank you so much. So we got Liliana from Texas. We've got Carolyn Rose from Golden Bay. Amaka, I believe you are in the Maldives. Is that correct? Maldives. And Path, you're over in Kentucky. Love Triber, you're over in Las Vegas. Carolyn, hold on, let me just check. Carolyn Rose, where are you? What's your turf? What's your turf? Top Northwest, okay. Oh, okay. So just to let you guys know, I'm watching the screen and I'm watching the chat. I'm monitoring the broadcast systems that we have here. And it's, you know, it's working. It's still connected. It's amazing. It's amazing that we're able to do this at all. It's fantastic. So Carolyn Rose, I am in a little town. I'm in a little town called. It's just north of Hamilton. What, Amaka? You're in Ireland? Who was? I was getting confused with someone else. Then I'm sorry, Amaka. So you're in Ireland. Okay. Greetings to Ireland. Tina, good evening, Tina. Thank you so much. So right now the internet is still connected, so there's a probability that we will stay connected. We just have to really, like, you know, hold on tight, seriously tight, you know, because the you know, it's Mercury retrograde and anything can happen. Yeah. Carolyn Rose, right now I am in a little town called Huntley. Okay, it's Huntley. And it is like, it's up in the North Island and it's just north of Hamilton. Hamilton is kind of in the upper middle of the North Island, yeah. And so I'm camping in a tiny town called Huntley, yeah. So there we go. Greetings, everyone. Yeah. It's south of Auckland. It's about an hour. I drive very slowly, so it takes me about an hour or even more, you know. So there we go. Wow. Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Love Triber, for that. In fact, I'm going to put a little note here about Love Triber, okay? Because, hold on, I'm going to go back to the main stage. Hold on, stay there. Okay, over here. Hold on. Okay, so Love Triber has very kindly put something in the super chat. So I'm just going to put you over here. Okay, Love Triber. And we'll get something out for you in terms of a reading or something. It would be great to have a really big fat sponsored donation for the group reading, depending on who's here tonight. If we have a lot of people, then it's much easier. Maybe we can do a collection of things. Gonna make the most of this while we're here, okay? So we got you on the board already, okay? So this is it. Welcome, good evening. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. This is our temporary slot where we're holding the ground, holding the place for when Terra Lumination gets back to Los Angeles and we go back to the Sunday Night Lives. So this is the best we can do for now. I know it makes a huge difference doing the thing on Saturday as opposed to Sunday. I get it. But this is the most I can offer right now. I'm going to leave this stuff on the board here to make it all look professional, as you know. Oh, Tina, have you already? So I'm just putting this to make it look really professional. If you're interested in stuff, I recognize a lot of your names in terms of being members and having been here before. So you probably know all of this stuff already. If you're interested in membership, if you're interested in personal reading, if you want to do some shopping and everything, check out the links below in any of the videos. And for tonight in particular, this is the Saturday Night Live. We're going to do a group reading, and it would be great to have a monster sponsor, please. Also, we can do the Super Chat mini readings. That's fantastic fun. We all know what that is. We're going to do some singing and dancing in between. And we could even maybe play around with some group healing and more. Who else knows what's going to happen? We don't know. We kind of wing it on this show, as you know anyway. Thank you all for being here. Let's go have a look. So Tina, I'm going to go back to the other stage. Hold on. Oh, so Tina, you are starting to read that book. Tina, I wrote it actually quite a long time ago, and it took me a long time to get it proofed, read, and published and everything. And then I sent it to two very prominent, really excellent astrologers who specialize in financial astrology. I'm not kidding. It's really, really important, this stuff, financial astrology. And after they read the book, they checked up the information, storylines that I was presenting, and they kind of went, oh my God. Oh, I get it. I see what you're talking about. And so when I get that affirmation, confirmation coming back from two really, really good astrologers, I know I'm onto something. And I'm very, very proud of that little book. I'm very happy for you, Tina, and that you got it and that you're using it and you get something out of it, okay? It's not for everybody. I'm not a qualified economist or anything, but the main theme of the book, as you know, is protect your money, protect your privacy, protect yourself. Because a lot of stuff is going to be changing over the next few years. Big, big, big time. I'm talking globally. In the stuff that hasn't happened for about 250 years. And that's referring directly to the Pluto cycle. The Pluto cycle. Okay, we can talk about that more if you want to in private. Let me check the chat here. Carolyn Rose, how long are you here for? Actually, I've been here for a month already. I've been here a whole month. And I'm leaving at the end of this week. I'm very, very sad because I don't want to leave. I do not want to leave. Hold on, let's just text something. Any luck finding anything viable? Well, Path, actually, ich bin so. Hey. So, yes, Path Traveler, I've been doing a lot of looking around, and there are locations for sure. Absolutely for sure. Yes, Path. There's definitely options. And we can talk about that another time. But they would be up in the North Island in the Thames Coromandel area, most likely. That's where we're looking most likely. All of it is just potential because, it takes a lot of money to do this. And I don't know how we're going to get all that money and do all that thing. I would love to have like 200 or 300 members. If we had 100 members or 200 members, we could do this. We could seriously do this, people. I'm talking about the Terra Lumination retreat. I'm talking about the Terra Lumination property, a place, an actual location where Terra Lumination can function, where Terra Lumination can exist, where we can hang out in person. It's a real dream of mine to be able to do that, to offer a space where we can do group healing, music, singing, dancing, healing, those things, okay? Art, music, writing, food, exercise, group healing, all in the context of healing, a healing environment, without making it look like a healing environment. You won't have to walk around in robes or sign up to any like heavy-duty training camps or anything like that. Ich bin so. Hey y'all, I can't sleep. Ich bin so. Are you in Germany? Are you in Germany? Hey Sharon, greetings. Hi Sharon, I see you there. I just saw you showing up. Hi. Ich bin so. Ich bin so. Where are you? Are you in Germany? Carolyn Rose, what are we looking for? Well, Carolyn Rose, myself, we are looking for a way to get started, to have like a little retreat. And I've been learning so much. I'm here with my sweetheart, and we've been learning so about the whole island, the whole country is so conducive for having a little place for retreat. There are lots of little campgrounds and holiday parks here because there's so much ocean. There's so much, it's an island nation, and so there's tons and tons of coastline wherever you go, and you're not far from the coastline wherever you go. So it's very conducive to the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's just conversations right now because I don't know how we're going to pay for it all. I don't have a clue. But ideally, yes, Carolyn Rose, we would get some kind of little section or maybe an existing little location that has a property on it, and we build little cabins, places where people can stay, something like that. And you know, where they have facilities like showers and barbecue places and a place for campfires and a little stage for singing and dancing and little private places where we can do healing and things like that, and counseling and little events. That's what we're looking for. That's what we really want to do. Okay, so it's very, very conducive, and we have meals and treasure hunts, and we go on nature walks, bush walks, and we go into havening pools. Path was telling me about havening, which is the process of healing in spa waters, in natural spa waters, and they're all over the Coromandel area. So that's what we want to do. My sweetheart is very aligned with these kinds of things, and she knows a lot more about it than I do. I am doing everything I can to try and help this to go forward. So I hope that explains things, Carolyn. Did that make sense? Oh, but that's Lily. Hi, Lily. Oh, Vienna, right, okay. Come to the South Island. It's much quieter and more zen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Gregory's here. Oh my God. Hey, Gregory, good to see you, man. Sir Gregory is here tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you. Hope things are good. Yes, Tina, I see what you say about the passport. It's very, very, immigration here is very, very tough. Okay? And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really don't know how I'm going to do it. It's very tough. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Frittily. Frittili's here too. Hi, Frittily. What's going on? I see what you're saying, Carolyn Rose. The island, the South Island, is the main island. Yeah, it's quite a bit bigger, and I've never been there, so I don't know much about it. Maybe I hope to go one day, if that's where you are. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, yeah, yeah. Gregory, you have not been here for a long time, so it's really good to see you. Everybody, in case you don't know, this is Gregory. And we've worked together plenty of times already, and we don't often get the chance to hang out like this. So it's great to see Gregory here on. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. You see, other people miss you too, Gregory. Yeah, you see, this is what happens when you are part of the Terra Lumination Love Tribe, for sure. So, let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here. I want to play a little bit of music for you guys. Hold on. Hold on. So I'm gonna play this little song, okay? And you can just listen and chat amongst yourselves while I get prepared to do some readings. I'm still looking. Hey, Shanna Mac. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, okay. So everybody, I'm looking for a super sponsor for the group reading for tonight. And anyone who would like to have a mini reading, please put something in the super chat. Most of you know what that is. It's like a little button very close to where you type in the chat, and you can throw money in the pot, and then you get your mini reading. Live. Live. Yes. Spooky here. Here's the song, okay? Listen to the words.
Okay, this is called Through the Ether. You'll figure it out once you hear the song. Playing up and around in our mountains, in our seas and our forests, with all of our stones, exploring one another, pushing our boundaries like new lovers. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me I can tell that you're worried about me, and you assure me through the ether that we're okay, everything is gonna be okay, that you're holding my hand all the way. Our innocence is becoming so apparent, and our magnificence at the same time too. And with your permissions and our shared ambitions, we get to discover our own truths. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me I can tell that you're worried about me, and you assure me through the ether that we're okay, everything is gonna be okay, that you're holding my hand all the way. Na 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 na. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me I can tell that you're worried about me, and you assure me through the ether that we're okay, everything is gonna be okay, that you're holding my hand all the way, that you're holding my hand all the way, that you're holding my hand all the way, holding my hand all the way. So there you have it.
So there you go. I wanted to sing that for you, and I was doing my own karaoke there. So it looks like a very challenging thing here with the internet. It looks like it is stopping and starting or crashing. I can't really tell. Hold on. Let me just check something. Oh, I see something from you, Lily. Hi, Lily. Got it. I see something. Yes. Path Traveler needs ether smiles. Yeah. Happened. Crash and burn today. Tomorrow is another day, thank goodness. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you. I'm going to put something in Ich bin so. So, there you go. Ich bin so. I got it. Thank you so much for your super chat. Really helps. Super chats are really important for Tarot Illumination, so don't be shy. I'm going to put that over here. Let's have a look. Yeah. I know. By the way, I just want to let you guys know I'm doing a new little mini playlist. I'm calling it, what's it? Through the Gateway. Because as you know, we talked recently about the Pisces new moon eclipse and the Uranus and Taurus ingress back there a few days ago on March the 6th. So we are now officially in the gateway and we are moving through the gateway right now. It's kind of a big deal as far as Tarot Illumination is concerned. What I can to share what I can with you to help you guys make the most of this opportunity. It is potentially very disorienting for a lot of people, but we can handle it, okay? Especially if we work together as a team, okay? Happy-go-lucky, you switch devices, okay? Path Traveler, heal the Wi-Fi connection. Oh yeah. Okay, it looks like we are streaming again. I gotta put some more sounds on to keep things sweet. That's too much. That's too much. Think of it as disco balls of love. That's what it is. So just wanted to get the blood flowing a little bit. That's all. That's all I was trying to do. So it looks like the signal is slightly better, and we have a slightly better chance of staying connected. We're doing what we can, okay? We're doing everything we can. Yay, thank you all for being here at all. It's fantastic that you're here at all. Thank you so much. From wherever you are around the world. I'm sorry for the connection and how we lost a couple people, but there you go. Okay, much better. Thank you, Path. Yes, okay. So, first of all, cheers. This is just plain water. All right. Let me get one of the decks here. Hold on. Excuse me. It was a bit rude. Didn't mean to get right in your face like that. All right. So we're going to go back to the other stage now. So what I'd like to do, we've been doing this a lot, almost every show now, is to do this group reading as though we are one entity, as we are one being. Terra Lumination has a membership thing. Some of you here tonight are members, and I like to think that the way we operate in members is that Terra Lumination is good for you guys. You guys are good for Terra Lumination. It's mutual self-healing. It's mutual healing. And yeah, okay, so we're at the seedling stage, but it actually does work. It's actually working, even if it's like seedling stages. So what I want to do with this reading is basically extend this to everyone here tonight with like a big group hug thing. I want to do one of these things for you guys. If I could, I would put you all in one big hug, and we would be at the Terra Lumination campfire, campsite, retreat, holiday park, getting together right now. We would be doing this right now in person, live, picnic tables, blankets, flashlights, candles, whatever it takes, okay? Yeah. Hold on, wait a minute, I just saw something. No, it doesn't happen. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Tina. It takes a long time to do this stuff. So we'll see where it goes. So right now, again, anybody who's feeling the urge, let me just do this. I got to put my glasses on again. Sometimes I can't read the super chats unless I put my glasses on and get up really close. Yeah. Okay, Elizabeth, I get it. No, okay, that's good. Big hugs to everyone. Lift up. Yeah, basically that's what we do here. It's amazing. It is absolutely stunningly amazing, the power of a hug. I'm not kidding. It can heal weeks or months of pain and suffering between oneself and another, between self and self, between self and the world, between the world and self. And people just don't do it that much. People are absolutely terrified. You know what they call it? PDA, public displays of affection. People don't want to do that, okay? Yeah. Elizabeth, you and your son Arn both need a hug. Oh, okay. Yes, let's do that. Let's give a big, big hug. This is a big, big Terra Lumination hug to Elizabeth and her son, okay? I know a lot of you, when you come in for personal readings and things like that, there's a lot of stuff that's, a lot of very heavy stuff that some of us carry, okay? Thank you, Happy-Go-Lucky. Yes. Grounding roots, now it's time to bloom. Thank you. A lot is germinating. Well, I'm hoping by the end of this week you guys will see the new little, it's like a mini playlist I'm going to put out for you. You'll see it soon enough, okay? Hey Maria, what's going on? Good evening or good morning, yeah, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you so much. I'm just checking the hugs to all, yeah. Amethysten, hey Amethysten, good to see you. Amethysten, I think you're in, is it Norway, Sweden, or Denmark? One of those. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Okay, so good. Everything's good. Okay, let's do this. Let's go over to the main stage and we will do a group reading. Okay, so you guys, when you know what happens when Tarot Lumination starts doing the group reading, then I kind of switch out from the chat. I can check things a little bit, but most of you hang out with yourselves, do your spontaneous group healings with yourselves and each other, and check in, and we'll see how the story unfolds. Okay, I'll check in. Amethyst in Sweden. Welcome, Sweden. So we're going across the globe. We're working from New Zealand to the United States to Sweden to Vienna, Austria, to Ireland. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see about this. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to switch over now. I'm going to switch over to the other stage. See you in a minute. Okay. Okay, here we are. Let's have a look. Let's see what is going on. Okay. Yes. I'm still reaching out, people. I'm still passing out the tip jar, the super chat button over here. Super chat. We're looking for a big sponsor for the group reading. We've got a couple of tiny readings here for mini readings through the super chat. So we're heading in the right direction, okay? Okay. There we go. So, let's have a look. This is for everyone here tonight, all right? Now the cards are already pre-shuffled. But I'm going to the last second so that all of you guys are a witness. So I hope you're sitting back, relaxed, happy, picking your nose, putting polish on the toenails, cuddling up under the blankets, snuggling with your pets, relaxing in front of the big screen TV adaptation of this video. Some people actually do that. I haven't figured out how to do it, but it's possible. Pat, I know you had a reading. I know. But that's personal. That's private stuff, okay? I wasn't really going to get into that, okay? Tina Miller in New Mexico. Tina Miller, wait, I want to put New Mexico on the map. Oh, you know who showed up the other night in the comments? David Gill. Does anybody remember David Gill up in Alaska? That's from almost 2 years ago. David Gill showed up. Elizabeth is over in Chicago. Gregory, I don't know if Gregory's still here, but Gregory's over in New Mexico as well. All right, here we go. So I'm trying to relax a little bit. Oh, you're telling the others, take a hot bottle. Okay, first of all, it's been very busy here, a lot of work, and so I'm going to do something that is kind of a tradition on the channel, as you may well know. I'm going to use some of that highly refined juice that comes from various grains and so on, and barley and malt, and it's fermented, okay? And it turns into this amber liquid, which is very nutritious, I want to tell you. So here's another thing. Before I actually put into the reading, it sounds like I'm stalling, but I'm not really. I'm just kind of relaxing, trying to get into the show. This is my little toast to everyone here tonight. Good evening. Yes, it's apple cider. It's apple cider, of course. It looks very much like apple juice, too. So guess what I discovered here in New Zealand? In New Zealand, you are allowed to distill moonshine. I'm not kidding. Can you imagine doing that in the United States? You'd be in jail. So over here, I've been extremely lucky to have samples of homemade, artisanal, bootleg moonshine. It's the real stuff. Homemade. Homemade. Can you imagine that? It's absolutely yummy. I just wanted to share that little story with you. Cards are well shuffled in advance, going to the last second so that you're a witness. Tarot Illumination is ready now. This is for all of you tonight, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Tennessee sipping whiskey. I saw that, Gregory. I saw that. All right. Actually, I'm going to give myself a little bit of room over here. Okay. Here you go. Now, did I cut that? I can't remember. Excuse me, I got distracted. Just one tiny little thing can distract me. So I'm going back to the shuffle again. So settle in, everybody. Do what you have to do. Get your own personal favorite beverages, cold drinks, straw drinks, drinks with straws, sipping drinks, hot drinks, whatever it is, in your snacks and nibbles, and just kick back and relax while we do this. Sorry, I got to do one more chunk. I like to feel completely at ease with the deck. All right. Here we go. This is for all of us. This is a heart-centered reading. I'm going to dedicate this to everyone who is here tonight, and I'm hoping it actually spreads above and beyond just the folks who are here tonight right now, and into the folks who watch this later on, and the people who are watching out there as lurkers. You know, the ones who just hang out and watch, but they never sign in or chat. Here we go. Well, as we usually do with Tarot Illumination, one of the most important themes here is to love thyself. It's on the front page of the channel. Love thyself. It is the hardest thing to do on this planet. We can find a million ways to avoid that. We can save others. We can be martyrs. We can be, sacrificial, all in the cause of goodness. But what about yourself? Okay. Now, some people are experts at taking care of themselves to the point of the negligence of others. That's not what I'm talking about here. I don't really connect with that energy very much. There's very little of that energy that comes to this channel. Almost everybody who comes to this channel is loving or very loving. They're spiritually evolved or very spiritually evolved. It doesn't mean that you have to have all the certifications or whatever, but it does imply that you've done work on yourself in the previous lifetime and you are willing to take the risks of doing what you have to do to bring your conscious waking self into alignment with your heart. It is the hardest thing to do. That is the pathway to love thyself. The heart needs what it needs, it wants what it wants, and it's hoping that you, the conscious you, is listening. Here it is. What are you bringing in with you? What are we bringing in with us? Legacy energy, our baggage. To me, this feels like it's very big because we've just lived through a gateway moment in the whole year, March the 6th, and here we are a couple of days walking through the gateway. Imagine all of us have just arrived off of a cruise ship, okay? And we're now in Tarot Illumination land, and everybody's disembarking, and Tarot Illumination is handing out a brochure to all of you guys, basically saying, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are now moving through the gateway, and I am Tarot Illumination, your tour guide. Here is your brochure, and it's going to be explained to you in a moment. And the idea is this is your glimpse, a glimpse as you open to the gateway, and then you will be free to wander around in the nature reserve, in the Tarot Illumination retreat, in the virtual landscape of Tarot Illumination. What are you guys bringing with you? All I'm suggesting is whatever you've got that is weighing you down, set it aside, leave it back there on the cruise ship. You only need to bring what you can carry with you in a few pockets, okay? And that's it. Everything else is redundant. We are living very much in the now. This is the now card. This is where we hold and own our power, okay? In the healing power of now, all right? So when we are in the now, the future doesn't exist, the past doesn't exist. Only the things that count are right now. Path, I know you're very good at this because you immerse yourself in the now almost permanently. Everyone here needs to know that Path Traveler is an expert at living in the now. Okay? It's very, very hard to do, and she makes it look so simple and so easy. And she does have her challenges, we all do, but there is a certain skill and mindset and heart condition that goes with living in the now. When you're in the living in the now, you make decisions based on the moment, on the truth of the moment, not the conditioning of the past or the expectations or the projections of the future. And it's very hard to do. We need to understand the nature and the energy that is influencing our decisions. Okay? And then once we understand that, the main decision, of course, is to love thyself. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to activate that and put it into motion? And in so doing, how are we going to co-create our lives with the energy of the heaven, with the energy of the universe, with the healing power of love that is around us all the time? We are swimming in it all day. So this is how we get into conscious evolution, conscious, deliberate growth, okay? So we can blossom. Thank you, Love Triber, instead of wither. So what happens when we abandon ourselves, when we neglect ourselves, when we insist on dwelling on the past or projecting into the future based on the past, and in so doing, obliterate our power and deny ourselves? Basically what happens, it's a very, very subtle form that leads to the withering of the self, the withering of the soul, your life. You may think you're evolving and growing, but you're actually living a very, very slow downhill path to your own devolution, okay? However, when you are in the zone and you are taking risks, you're always making those tough decisions to love thyself, love you first. What does that look like? It's the same energy, but inverted and working in a good way. Remember, energy flows where attention goes. Energy is just what it is. What are you going to do with that energy? That's the real question. And in so doing, we create like prospects and momentums for the next beat. Please, I hope you can see this as a heart shape over here. And this is a pulsing thing. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. And it starts from here. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. And this, we need to connect this with you guys, your conscious waking yourselves, basically everything that you know about life from the neck upwards. What we're trying to do is connect everything from the neck upwards into here so that it is one cohesive thing, so that there are no chakras anymore. There's no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 chakras. It's just one thing. It's one glowing chakra, one glowing golden thing, okay? Over here, this is circumstantial energy, environmental influences. I think of it as weather. We need to take account of this. We're on a cruise ship, remember, and we've just disembarked, and we're going through a new landscape. So we have the moon. It's very spooky, it's very weird, it's very unnerving at some point in some time. Remember, none of us have ever been here before. None of us have ever been at this very moment in time before. There's no way that we can measure this moment against anything else previously in our lives. We are literally right on the very tippy cusp edge of our evolution, and that can be very scary because there's almost nothing that we can hang on to that we've ever known before in terms of spiritual guidance. And so we have to go forward facing our fears, facing our deepest fears, and then we go forward anyway. But luckily, you're with Terra Lumination and the Terra Lumination Love Tribe, so you're going to be fine. Okay? No matter how scary. Hey, Sarah Al-Shaiki, I see you. Okay. Anyway, let's have a look. What is the heart saying over here? Okay, the heart is saying, this is a tremendous time. This is the Queen of Swords. The heart is saying, finally, at last, I get to be respected and honored at the core of my heart. I've been telling everybody for a long time, I am the heart of you. I am the heart of you. I only want what is best for you. I'm sorry if I have to be so tough and unrelentingly ruthless about these decisions and constant messages. Love me first, love me first. Bring to me that which is mine. Remove from me that which is not mine. That's all I'm asking from your conscious self. Please, conscious self, please love thyself, love me. Listen to the signals, the messages, the superconscious messages that are coming to you from outer space, the great beyond. Listen to those and make your decisions. Whatever is good, go with that. Whatever is not good, walk away. The Queen of Swords energy here, talking about the heart energy, is basically saying, not only is this my time, this is what I need, thank you for respecting me and not treating me as an unwelcome energy. I am the Queen of Swords. I really, truly want what's best for you, the conscious self, okay? I really do want that. But you have to understand, I can't do that unless you love me first. Please understand this, okay? I can't help you otherwise. What are we bringing in with us? Okay, look at that, man. Ten of Pentacles. My feeling is that all of us here are what I would say optimized right now. We're all of us doing the very, very best that we can in any way that we can with our existing talents, gifts, and resources. And my feeling is like, go back to the imagery of the cruise ship. All of us here are on the cruise ship because we wanted to be. We want to grow. We want to evolve. It's just like everybody, you know, when people sign up to go for these cruises and vacations and tours and everything, they're putting a lot of time and hard work and saved energy into it, okay? And then what happens is one person does it, then another, then another, then another, and you get a whole body of people. You get enough people where you can set up a cruise ship. In the case of Terra Lumination Love Tribe, to me this symbolizes the energy of everybody contributing. I'm doing everything I can to contribute everything possible, planting new seeds, planting inspiration, planting notions, ideas that work and that can work. And then I'm seeing the return of it. I'm seeing how people like to invest and put it in, okay? It's, you know, we're doing what we can with what we got right now, but we are creating wealth by our intention. Terra Lumination is alive and here right now because of the wealth that we have created already and the continuing growth and investment. So that's very good, because my feeling is that it's reciprocal. It's mutually beneficial, the way that we support each other, the way that wealth is generated here and wealth is generated for you. Okay. Now, question is, how do you define wealth? That's up to you as the individual. There's a lot of different ways, tokens and measurements that we can use to define love and what it means to you, but we've got it in abundance. We have it here. We are very wealthy. Okay. Please understand, each one of us here tonight, we are very, very wealthy. Okay. We are very, very wealthy in our own weird, peculiar way. Ways that are above measure in terms of traditional wealth understandings, okay? What about now? Look at this, more pentacles. I'm seeing this in a very loving way. With the Three of Pentacles here in the Now card, what I'm seeing is the energy and the concepts and the understandings of teamwork and the chosen, like a chosen business model. Like Terra Lumination is deliberately doing everything humanly possible to create an appealing environment where it's actually desirable. It's something that you would want to do, to hang out with Terra Lumination, hang out in the group, hang out with other Terra Lumination Love Tribe members, because we are all in the same wavelength. We have a very, very unique, very like artisanal, boutique-y little moonshine bootleg channel here, and the only people who are here are people who really get it. You guys really, truly get it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It's such a weird experience. So my feeling is that you guys get it. You guys understand. You are architects and designers of this little world, and it's happening in collusion in a nice way. Collusion often implies like, nefarious, but it's a collusion here between Terra Illumination and you guys, or Terra Illumination and you guys, where we're doing this together. I can't do what I do without you, okay? And I'm really, really feeling this. This is very personal to me. I'm taking this card very, very personally, in that I'm really seeing personally how my own growth and evolution as an individual is very contingent upon Terra Illumination, the channel, and the members and the viewers who come here, okay? And in so doing, as I develop my own skills and talents and resources and grow this thing, I can see how it benefits you guys. I see it. I'm a witness. And I think that's very good to have in the power of now, in the moment right now, where we realize we have a mutually beneficial understanding. Okay? I just saw the screen. Hold on. I see Friday's cat. I see Linda Descartes. Yes. Yeah. I just saw it pop up on the screen. I don't know why. I was just looking over there. So in this context here, where we have very measurable, understandable ways of looking at our wealth, our luck, our abundance, we have to make decisions because we want to do what works. So you keep investing in what works and you divest away from what is not working for you. For a lot of people, that means downsizing. Going back to the book that Tina was talking about, some of the most loving things you can do for yourself is like get out of debt, downsize, simplify, lower the expectations, learn how to appreciate and love and value the tiniest little things that you have. Hot water, a shower, a bicycle, your voice, your physical body. Hopefully most of us here have most of our limbs operating and working. I have a few people I work with and they're in wheelchairs. What can you do? But they still get it. They still understand this. So we make decisions. The Eight of Swords here, my feeling is when we make decisions, I think we need to make decisions to love ourselves on the understanding that we have to, with the Eight of Swords, we have to go through a lot. It's almost like strenuous. I don't want to say this is painful, but it's very tough to make the decisions that we have to make to love ourselves, which is to love each other. When we love ourselves first, that's the best opportunity that we can have to be loved by another or by others. So you can grow this like a plant, okay? So with the Eight of Swords, my feeling is when we're making our decisions, we have to be aware of the true value, the true value of what we've got and who we are and how we are doing it. And we have to do only the things that work. Anything else that doesn't work needs to be set aside. And it's almost ruthless. The Queen of Swords energy here in our heart is saying, I am ruthless about this. I don't care what it looks like in your three-dimensional world, dear person. What counts is like the solid, simple, real things of reality. Please bring to me that which is mine. That would be evidence of love, evidence of caring, evidence of investing in thyself in such a way that works. And anything less than that, set it aside. And that's hard to do because so many of us, including Terra Lumination, are already pre-programmed and living in a state of expectation about a future that we really have not. It doesn't actually exist at this moment. It does in spirit in heaven, but in our three-dimensional world it doesn't exist. We are here as human beings. We have to live in this three-dimensional world, so we have to make very, very tough decisions, going through a lot of things and understanding of what doesn't work. We have to figure out an awful lot of think of this as the Mercury retrograde energy. This doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, that didn't work, that's never going to work, that never ever did work. I thought it would work, but it didn't. and this doesn't have a hope of working, and I still have to keep going. So what's left? Okay, it's almost like whatever's left, that's what works. But that's very hard to do because it means it's a lot of work to go through and filter all the things that don't work. That means having to do the work on the self. How do we do that? My feeling is that we reach out. We ask for, literally, okay, I'm just going to do it. I haven't done this for a long time. This is the star card. This is the star card of divine guidance and hope and protection, knowing that there are answers, that there are solutions out there, but they are above and beyond our comprehension at the moment. So the only way you can invoke your evolution is to reach out. You have to go above and beyond yourself. You have to reach out to heaven. You have to know and believe it. You have to, in other words, you know how they say it, like that expression, I have to see it to believe it. I have to see it to believe it. Well, this is the exact upside down. You have to believe it to see it. You have to believe in thyself. You have to believe in a good outcome before it can happen. Okay, that's very hard to do. So my feeling here is, let's appropriate. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, people, let's do this. Even against all odds, even though it might sound like nonsense and feel awkward, I'm going to do this anyway. Dear angels, dear guides, dear invisible friends, for all of us, each one of us, we have our own individual little love pack, and you have your own invisible friends. Each one of you here, I'm asking all of us, like in a group thing, please, we ask for the healing power of love to fill our bodies, our physical bodies, from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our minds from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our hearts from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our souls from up above. So it is spoken, so it is done, okay? So we're making that happen by invocation. And my feeling, this is very much about, neuro-linguistic programming and so on. Remember, when I started this, we were talking about, hey, pretend you're on a cruise ship. We just pulled into a new location, and here's your brochure. We're going into this cool new place that none of us have ever gone before. Terra Lumination is having a glimpse, and I'm giving you a little sketch outline of what to expect. My feeling is that you are now officially moved through the gateway, and you're like at the center point of the exhibition, like if you're going to some cool new place. And the exhibition is kind of like one of those art exhibitions where they're telling you, to like close your eyes and listen, and then something happens around you, and it's one of those huge art installations. That's what I think is going on here. We have to surrender to this experience that is orchestrated from above, and just live in it, just trust it and enjoy it, and interpret it whatever it means for you. Just like when you go to an art gallery, an exhibition, a group, like a tour with a tour guide, and the divine guidance comes to you. It is orchestrated. It's designed to come to you, okay? And then the only question remains, how ready, willing, and able are you to accept all that? So please go in with an open heart and allow yourself to enjoy the experience. And in so doing, we co-create. Okay, don't be scared by the mean look of this person here. My feeling is that this is a power card. And what's happening is we co-create more pentacles. We are planting seeds for more growth, for more stability, more security in our foundations as we go through the destabilization of everything that doesn't work. And I think that's what's part of the story here. The whole idea is to go forward into the deep unknown, deliberately, willingly, holding hands with each other, group hugging as you need to, as you go along, just like when you go on a mystery tour, on a tour guide, on a cruise ship, and you're at the next stop. So that's what's happening right now. And in so doing, when you do that selectively, you're investing in yourself. You're investing in the group. You're investing in Terra Lumination Love Tribe. We're investing in each other. And in so doing, we create stability. Stability and strength and power, like building a castle, one brick at a time, okay? Brick by brick by brick, investment by investment by investment at a time, okay? We are investing in each other. That's a form of co-creation. That's why people build towns, they build villages, they build retreats, they build campsites, they build corporations, whatever it is. That's what's happening here. We're taking measurable assets that we all have. Every one of us has different assets, and we're all putting it into this one thing, which basically is like creating a new structure in a new world. I hope you can see that here from the imagery. So what happens if we screw up and we just get lazy? We get spiritually lazy. You get stuck. You get stuck in an evolutionary tide pool where one lack of decision leads to another lack of decision, which leads to a cascade of poor decision making and no decision making at all, which is a guaranteed recipe for stagnation and withering, okay? I know Love Tribe, you'll understand that. However, when we do get in the zone here, what we can do is open up into our, what I think of as like our group spiritual intuition. Like we can all, like, it's almost like if you guys were here tonight at this place, and we could be out in the backyard and having a big campfire. At this point, I would say, everybody hold hands, everybody close your eyes, and we will focus on one intention, and our whole being will become like one radar antenna, and we will discover the information and the words and the language that we need to know from the very core, the very beginning here, what the heart wants. We can learn this by helping each other. Terra Lumination helps you, you help Terra Lumination, okay? It's like we're improving our sensory perception. We are improving our heightened sensory perception. We are evolving, we are growing. We are growing and evolving above three-dimensional energy. Prospects and momentum over here. Excuse me, the card was upside down. So with the little Seven of Swords here, my feeling, my view on this is that we get to a point of realization is that we literally have to do what we have to do to get done what has to be done. And sometimes we have to be absolutely ruthless with ourselves, sneaky with ourselves, even tricky with ourselves in order to almost like trick ourselves in order to give away and give up the things that we trick ourselves into thinking that are important. Okay, and it sounds like a very convoluted explanation here, but I'm linking these cards, the Eight of Swords here with the Seven of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords here. And what I've noticed because I've done thousands of readings for people, what I've noticed is that people, human beings in general, are outstandingly gifted at finding ways to justify and avoid having to make the really tough decisions and going through all the work, spiritual homework that has to be done to love thyself. But with this little reading here, I think what happens is we come to a realization that that is the only way. That is the path forward. We go forward into the prickly things, the scary things, the things where we don't want to go, everything to do with the Pisces new moon, everything in the dumpster, our psycho-spiritual dumpster, where all of our multitudinous variations on self-sabotage are buried. And then we go in there and we do whatever we have to do, like being a spy, that spy card, ruthless energy, getting in there, and we just pull it out, one little sword at a time, and we take it away for recycling, okay? So that we are no longer contaminated. We're not rusting or dissolving like fungal infected beings. We are self-healing, okay? Doing very, very delicate, very dangerous work in terms of what's the word? To me, I see this, I mean, this is going to sound really weird, but I see this as a very deep healing kind of message. And that's the actual message of the the tour guide here. In other words, what happens is you come into this not knowing what's happening, but we come out of this realizing that the Pisces new moon, the Uranus and Taurus thing, and we're going through the gateway here, like arriving off of the cruise ship and we're landing. What we're realizing is that in the group context that we have together, we can help each other do the hardest things that have to be done, the very, very hardest things, which is to get into the deepest forms of the most subtle versions of self-sabotage. And then you discover that which it is and you pull it out ruthlessly. I help you to remove all of that stuff. You help Terra Lumination to remove all the contamination. And then the heart gets what the heart needs. We end up loving ourselves in a very, very calculated, conscious, deliberate way. In other words, we can't do this on autopilot. We have to do this consciously and deliberately, and it's tough, and it's work, and it requires investing. It requires investing in Terra Lumination. Terra Lumination investing in you, investing in yourselves, investing in each other, investing. Okay? Thank you so much. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys got something out of this story. I saw it. I felt it like I was living in a movie. Okay? So there you go. I'm going to let that sit here for a second. I'm going to put on some music because I need to chill out and unwind. And then I'm going to hang out with you guys and then we'll do some other readings. Okay? All right. So let me get some sounds sorted out. Okay? Stay there. Don't go away. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go check in with you guys now. Let's have a look. What's going on? Whew. That was a freakoid reading. Whoa. Hey, Robin. Yay. Yay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Robin's Realms Readings. RRR. RRR. Just because, you know? So, actually, I'm going to put you on the board because that needs to be acknowledged. Hey, it's Waheguru Tarot as well. Cool. I love it. It's so cool when the readers show up. I think it's so cool. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that down here. Yeah. So, yeah, I was just working on the other stage there. Hold on. Cheers. Thank you. Robin's Realms, I thank you so much. Hold on, I got to check that everything's still streaming. It's still working, people. We're still here. Whoa. That apple juice is absolutely delicious. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. That makes it all worthwhile. Yes. Thank you. That was a pretty, you know, by standards of readings, that was kind of like when I do these readings, I see them like little movies, and when I saw it, I really felt those energies, like we were all on a cruise together, you know, like a weird cruise ship. You know what people are like? It's like, I don't know, because I used to work as a tour guide, and so I could tell you some really freakoid stories about that stuff. But anyway, yeah, I love that feeling of like what happens when you're in a cluster and everybody goes through the same experience at the same time, but the experience for each individual is unique. Okay, it's the same event, but it's a different experience for each one of you. Okay? So I think that's what was happening tonight. What I was trying to do here is treat it like the cruise ship going into the art gallery, and then you enjoy and have your own personal experience, okay? What's it? Oh, Fritili's gonna make a tarot deck with raccoons, skunks, and chipmunks. Yeah, why not? It would be awesome. Yeah, okay. Cool. Crazy, it's great ideas. I had a desire to make a deck about 1.5 years ago, but it's a lot of work. I know how to make a deck. I know what has to be done. It's just a lot of work. You have to do lots of little paintings. Possums, yes. Yeah, there we go. Correct. All right, so let's have a look here. Thank you, Robin. You know what I'm going to do, Robin, because you just said just because. I'm going to put it on the screen here, basically say, okay. Hello, Jasmine Bambury. Yes, you figured it out. I've found a way to make myself comfortable in a tiny way and keep the digital internet live stream tiny enough so that it actually goes through. It's actually very hard to do it with a full camera setting. Yeah. Yes, you see, Primary is here. Good evening, Primary. So I wanted to say thank you. Thank you to Robin's Realms Readings. Everybody, you can clap your hands and say thank you very much tonight to Robin's Realms Readings, because I am going to state that Robin's Realms Readings sponsored the group reading here tonight out of the kindness of her heart. Thank you very, very much, Robin's Realms Readings. Everybody, there you go. Yeah. Yvonne Jones. Good evening, Yvonne Jones. Oh, you know what? We haven't, I forgot to talk about this. We need to do a little lucky, okay, who's out there? Complete, utter newbies. Utter newbies. Jasmine Bambury, you look like a total newbie. And Yvonne Jones, you look like a total newbie. Hey, Ivona. No, there is video. It should be video. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, anyway. You know what? Let's just get started. Let's go for Ich bin so. Ich bin so had to go already, but I'm just going to do a little quickie mini reading, okay? Just a little quickie for Ich bin so, and she can catch it on the action replay rewinds, okay? So that's what we're going to do right now. It'll be very quick. Yeah. So we're going to go over to the stage. Just bear with me. Hang in. We're heading over. We're heading over. We're heading over. Okay. Linda, you're not a newbie. You're not a newbie. You've been here plenty of times. Seriously, Jasmine? You had a reading from Terra Lumination? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize. I didn't remember. That must have been a while ago. Okay, well, I've never seen you on the show before. So maybe you could count yourself as a newbie that way. What I was thinking of doing was doing a little lucky draw. But there's not a lot of people here tonight, and a lot of the people who come here tonight come regularly anyway. So, hold on. I'm going to go to the other stage. Okay, bear with me. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a little micro reading for Ich bin so. She had to go, and that's just how it is, all right? Okay. Oh, yes, Tina, I know you're there. You're a member. I already know that you're a member. So this was for you, Ich bin so. We're going to read for you right now. Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look. First of all, cheers. Thank you, Robin's Realms Readings. And also, let's acknowledge the other readers who are here tonight. Fritali, Wahe Guru Tarot, and if there's any more, please identify yourselves. Nature Explorer. Oh, hold on. I just saw another super chat. Stay there. Let me just check in. I got to check this out. It says, TL, you look how I imagined in my mind from listening to your voice. Seriously? Wow. Well, okay, you must be slightly psychic or mildly, because frankly, almost everyone who comes to this channel has some sort of capacity above and beyond 3 dimensions. Every single person who comes to this channel or buys a personal reading or does something like that, you're already operational above and beyond 3-dimensional life. Okay, so I want to say thank you, Nature Explorer, for figuring it out. I'm glad you got the affirmation. So that is living proof. You now have proof that you have ESP or HSP, heightened sensory perception. So that's very cool. Yvonne Jones, thank you so much. Bless you too. Ha ha ha. Actually, I'm going to put you all on the... I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put little cards out for you guys. What was it? What was your name again? Nature Explorer. Hold on. Nature Explorer. Oh, Nature Explorer. Were you here earlier when we were talking about the Terra Lumination Love Tribe retreat camp? Anyway, you can see it again on the action replays. But the big dream for Terra Lumination is to raise huge amounts of money, maybe like, you know, $200,000 or $300,000, and we could actually start a little retreat here. This is where we want to do it. My sweetheart is here, and this whole country is essentially like a massive nature park with a bunch of farms on it. So it's a tremendous place to do what we really want to do. So I just put your name in the hat there, Nature Explorer, to say thank you very, very much. All right? I'm going to put you in the Hall of Fame. You're going in the Hall of Fame tonight with Ich Bin So and with Love Triber. Okay? And also, I just saw another one. Hold on. Yvonne Jones. See? Yvonne Jones is entering the Terra Illumination Hall of Fame for tonight. I can't spell. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm losing it here. I'm going to put this one over here because Robin's Realms put the big super chat in. Yvonne Jones. There we go. Thank you, Yvonne. It really helps. Every little tiny bit helps. Yay. There we go. How about that? Sweet, huh? So like I said, hold on. I gotta keep going. I gotta check all the chats. Happy-go-lucky. What does it mean if you have ESP and PMS? Oh, happy-go-lucky. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, ESP plus PMS equals what? If anybody has the answer, please let her know, okay? Okay, very funny. Okay, there we go. Okay, that calls for another toast. I'm going to toast all the super chatters. You're wonderful. This is what it's all about. You know, the super chat, you could say, if you wanted, the super chat actually refers to all the pentacles in the group reading that we just talked about. Because the super chat is it's measurable evidence. I know money is a very difficult subject for a lot of people, but money is a tool, and it's like fertilizer. It doesn't do anything unless you do something with it. So the question is, what are you doing with your money? What is Terra Illumination doing with Terra Illumination money? I already know. I want everything I can get here. I want to get as much money as I can into the Terra Illumination pot, and we want to set up a retreat. And then we can do this. Just imagine doing this live in person, and we can broadcast it. How freakoid awesome would that be? Cheers, everybody. Thank you. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do a little read now for, hold on, let's have a look. We're going to read for, I just said it. Who was it? Oh, yeah. Ich bin so. This one's for you, Ich bin so, when you do the action replay rewind, okay? So I'll put you right up here, front and center. All right. All right, cards are well shuffled. You saw me shuffling earlier, but I'm going to the last second so that you're a witness. And everybody's going to witness this for you, Ich bin so, Lily, a.k.a. Lily. And I know you're over there in Vienna, Austria, okay? So everybody send blessings and loves and group hugs to Ich bin so. I guarantee she needs it right now. And so does her son, okay? There are health issues involved here, and every bit of group healing that we can muster together tonight, and you can direct it. You don't even have to know her. You can just say, I am sending you the healing power of love, Ich bin so, and you can do that with your hands. You can literally take your hands like this, infuse them with love, and then project it outwards, and send it outwards with a deliberate message to Ich bin so. Let her know that she is loved and that she's receiving love and healing from up above, okay? Here we go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges, and here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like for you, okay? So every card is upside down. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's kind of cool. So, You know, Lily Lynn, you wouldn't have this unless you've earned it. I always think of the aces as very powerful gifts from heaven. The question is, are you ready, willing, and able to receive? Okay? Now, with pentacles, it's measurable, it's tangible, it's worldly, it's material, it's physical. So you would see it in some way, shape, or form in your life. You would actually feel it, like something coming to you, like seeing an actual physical opportunity in your life to grow and expand in material ways, perhaps with money, career, opportunities, in whatever you feel that works for you that is measurable. Like, oh, I want to start a savings account. I want to be more effective in my own work, my own career, my own practice. I want healing for my son. I want healing for myself. Whatever it is, it's measurable, and you have the opportunity right now. I think this is very closely related to the Pisces new moon that just started. So it might be very hard to define, make definitions of what the material, physical manifestation would look like, but at least it's there. At least it's there, okay? What's the situation? Okay, well, with the King of Cups here, I have to tell you, Ikman, so my feeling is that you're actually really, really, really struggling with having to stay in the heart energy. In other words, there might be so many distractions around you in the outside world that are very, very consuming, to the point where it's becoming very toxic, very, very unhealthy, and which is requiring you to expend huge amounts of your cash, your integrity, in order to maintain your, what I think of as dignity, your self-respect, your self-love. So with the King of Cups here, this is the energy of mastery, of love, of overcoming all obstacles to the most loving decision of all. So my feeling is that you might be facing things that are very, very subtle, very deep at the oceanic level, at the levels like in water, Piscean energy, Scorpionic energy, Cancerian energy, very deep down, swirling emotional stuff that's very hard to define and very hard to fix and heal and cure. And part of you is doing it, and you're doing extremely well, but the other part of me feels in this reading is that you're having very serious struggles to maintain your integrity against very challenging conditions. So what is the problem with this? My feeling is the challenge here is understanding how this actually works for you. Okay? Sometimes it's very hard. Like if you're in extremely challenging conditions right now, Lily, where you're having to be incredibly tough, be the woman, be the man, be the lover, be the earner, be the protector, be the leader, be the boss, when maybe you would like to have someone take care of you, but you're having to do all of this. You're having to wear a very, very heavy crown right now. And the challenge is whether you can see how this is actually good for you. If you can see how the pressures of the universe, the pressures of the planets, all those things that are causing intense pressure and pain and suffering in some way, shape, or form are actually, it's trying to push you closer and closer and closer to making the really tough decisions to do what you have to do to be who you are. And the problem is handling that, understanding it, accepting it, because it's very hard to do. My feeling is that it's actually very hard for you to be you right now. And when you are in very difficult, challenging situations, sometimes it's hard to see the benefits or the opportunities about how this is actually helping you to become stronger, stronger and stronger and stronger. So how are you going to deal with this? Okay, my feeling is to just admit your innocence, just to admit to yourself, admit to your son, admit to your family, admit to your world, your career, your job, admit to yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and basically admit that actually, a lot of the times, I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know how to do is follow my heart. That's what you do. The way to handle this situation is to be compassionate, to yourself as well. Like if you are expending huge amounts of equity in terms of your, let's say, your treasure chest of abilities to handle all this emotional challenge, remember to save something for yourself, okay? With the little page of wands here, you can't save the world. There's no point in trying to solve everything as a problem that's outside of you. My feeling here is to go back to the mirror, have a very gentle look and realize, wait a minute, I need to love myself. I need to bring love to me first. Because I can't help my son, I can't help my family, I can't help my job, I can't help my housing, my finances, my career, my health, my looks, my growth, my evolution. I can't do that unless I love myself first. So I think that's really important to remember, because you might be feeling like very noble, that in terms of like the way you were raised, you might have to be very, very noble about how you're conducting your life with your world, family, career, son, health, and everything. Please remember, it's simple. It's so simple. Now, simple is not easy, but start with yourself. What can you do today or tomorrow or right now, as soon as you see this reading, what can you do that is very nutritious for yourself? And that's how you do it. That's how you manifest a new beginning. You go through all of this stuff and you go back to zero here. You basically say, okay, what do I need for me right now and how am I going to get it? In terms of love, what is the most loving thing I can do for myself right now? Because I know deep down, our Illumination said so, if I can do that, then that's good for everybody else around me. Life, my loved ones, my career, my home, everything. And that's the opportunity. Okay? Thank you so, so much. Okay, let's get some music going, people. Stay there. Okay? Stay there. I got to get prepped up for the next reading. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on. I saw some of you guys chatting there in the screen, and it's funny, yeah. I mean, this is Saturday night for you guys, so a lot of us have other commitments. What can you do? We do the best that we can. Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay, right now we're gonna we're gonna do a little mini reading for Love Triber. Okay. So you know who you are. Hang in, everybody. Let's go back to the main stage. Okay, hold on. I've got to go over there. All right, here we go. Let's have a look, people. Cards were already shuffled. I was doing a bunch of shuffling, but we're going to go again to the last second so that you're witness. This is for you, Love Triber. Thank you so much. Super chats, very, very welcome. We still have to read for Nature Explorer and Yvonne Jones. Big fat super chats are highly welcome. It all goes into the Terra Illumination coffers. The other thing, of course, that's really cool is for members. Members. Right now, it's very affordable. Like if we could get 2 or 3, we've got like 30 members right now. Just imagine if we had 300. I'm not kidding. We could work freaking miracles here. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I don't know a lot of things. There's a lot of things that Terra Illumination does not know. Yes, I know. All right, here we go. This one is for you, Love Triber. Let's have a look. Okay, good enough. We're well shuffled here. All right. Love Triber, this little live stream is going direct from New Zealand to Las Vegas. How cool is that? Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what is the weather like for you? So you've got the 4 of Cups. Okay, now, please don't get depressed when you see this, all right? Please don't. My feeling is that what's important is to remember, I always say this with this card, like, please understand that energy flows where attention goes. I will say that again. Energy flows where attention goes. So I think what's happening here is that this is a reminder, your invisible friends, your angels, are reflecting back to you a little bit of a sad image, which you need to understand. You need to understand that this is your creation. They're not trying to hurt your feelings. They're not trying to disrupt anything. They just want you to know that you are always swimming in a pool of love. It's always there. The question is, are you aware of it? Obviously not right now, because like for many of us, for many of us, including Terra Illumination, we can be very consumed and swamped by everything that's not working according to the way our heart would love things to work, the way we feel about how things could work. Because it's almost like, remember, I think it was you last week, Love Triber, when we were meeting and hanging out, and the internet was so bad that we had to do a group meeting using the Terra Illumination private meeting system, and it worked, and you showed up. And I've been talking myself and my sweetheart about this all week long, about what you said. And you told me, like, it's like you gave me a 1-sentence mini reading, and you said, TL, your job is to feel good. That's your job. Your job is to feel good. Okay? And that really shook me. I have to tell you, and I have to tell everybody here tonight. It was like I had a micro reading from Love Triber, and that happened last week in the private meeting place where not everybody could show up because they couldn't figure out the technology. But I was very fortunate because Love Triber was being very open and sharing her energy with the rest of us who were there. And she shared her, like it was like a little micro reading. We weren't pulling cards or anything, but she inserted into the conversation that Tarot Illumination, your job is to feel good. Okay, so now, Love Triber, my feeling is that my job now is to remind you of the same message. You need to feel good. You need to remember and understand and remember that you're always swimming in love. It's out there. It's always accessible. It's just that when we are consumed by all the tragedies of life, everything and everything that didn't work, all the coulda, the woulda, the shoulda, if only, if only, if only, all your attention, all your energy is focused there, it's impossible to tap into all of this. So it requires, this is like a very strong message. It's an uncomfortable message. It requires having to refocus onto the love. Focus on the love as opposed to the love that's lost, okay? Everything that didn't work. Let's have a look over here. I'm gonna put this up here for now. So what's the situation, okay? Really, really cool. We've got the Chariot here for you. Okay, Love Triber? My feeling is that there's something really, really cool happening for you right now at a very, very deep, profound level where you're realizing, oh my God, I get it. I really start to get it. I'm really starting to get myself. I'm starting to see how I've already done a lot of the homework that I need to do to get myself aligned for being the real me. And Tarot Illumination is reflecting that back to me in a way that I needed to know that I could only get from a bizarre little mini reading from Tarot Illumination through a very bizarre thing called a YouTube live stream event. And it's happening right now. So right now, my feeling is that it's just like, wow, this is so cool. It's like, oh my God, I'm actually coming into my power. I'm coming into my strength. I'm starting to see my own path unfold. I'm starting to gather all the energy and resources that I need to do what I have to do to be me. I am ready for the launch. This is the energy of the launch. You know, in corporate world where they talk about marketing campaigns, setting up a new brand, doing a new advertising thing for some product, you know, like whatever it is, I don't know, shoes or something, or a service or whatever. To me, this looks very much like this is you getting primed and ready for the launch of Love Triber. So I am going to do this. I'm going to take advantage of my own platform here. Thank you, YouTube. Thanks to YouTube, I have a tiny little platform at Tarot Illumination where I'm allowed to say, and I'm going to give myself permission, and I'm going to tell everybody here that please, everybody, understand that Love Triber is a very awesome reader. Okay? You guys need to know that. Everybody out there, you need to know that Love Triber is a very awesome reader, and it's very challenging sometimes to put yourself out there to do this kind of stuff. I'm sure a lot of you have heard a lot of the Tarot Illumination sob stories about everything that doesn't work, and how I got screwed over by this, how the internet's failing, how people tried to crash my channel, how I'm suffering, blah, oh, I'm so miserable, I'm having such a hard time. Well, it's the same for all of us. And my feeling here is, Love Triber, you're getting primed and ready to go and do what you have to do, knowing that there are going to be challenges and you're going to need all your resources to do this. So what's the challenge? Okay, to me, with the Wheel of Fortune here, to me it feels like believing. It's a challenge. The challenge is actually believing that this is even possible, or if it even makes sense at all. The challenge is understanding or accepting how the energies of the universe, earth, air, fire, and water, the planets, the tides, terralumination, your friends, your family, like circumstantial events, are all conspiring, working for you. It might sometimes feel as though it's very challenging, like it's working and going against you, but that pressure is actually what you need in order to thrive, in order to get going. Because it's, to me, it's almost like I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, or else. And the problem is, like, this is so beyond me, it's feeling like it's so beyond you that, like, oh, I wish I had control over this stuff. Well, in some ways you don't. There's a lot of things that happen in the world of terralumination over which terralumination has no control at all. And it freaks me out because I'm a control freak, in case you hadn't figured it out already. And so when the so-called fates conspire to work against us, that can feel terrifying. It can be terrifying to feel that we are living at the mercy of the fates, where you, Love Triber, are perhaps living at the mercy of something, some bigger kind of divine plan, divine timing, divine orchestration that's bigger than you. How are you going to deal with that? Okay, with the King of Pentacles here, it's this, to me, this feels like it's like an affirmation. It's like, I feel it's just like, this is very awkward for me to say this. It's just like, please, 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 Love Triber, understand that you've got this. You have the ability to manifest this. You have the ability to make this happen. This will work for you. Whatever it is that you are sensing as your, like, soul path, your divine path, your mission, your purpose, your desired outcome, it happens through, to me it feels like surrendering to the fates, allowing the fates to happen, allowing all the scary things that you can't understand or can't control, allowing that to happen, and knowing deep down, deep inside, you have the ability to master a physical, measurable, tangible supremacy over all the things that don't work. And in so doing, you attain supremacy, you attain majesty, you attain the ability to manifest. But that can't happen unless you embrace the fates. In other words, you embrace your fate. You accept your fate. You love your fate. You basically say to your destiny, okay, you know what? Effing bring it on. Bring it on. All right? So, Love Triber, I hope this makes sense for you and you get something out of it. You take care. I'm going to do another little bit of music for everybody while we get ready for the next reading. Kaboom. All right, let's have a look, people. Let's have a look. All right, I've got to go over here. This is very hard. I'm going to play I Surrender. I'm going to sing along, okay?
I surrender. Oh, how the body craves. Oh, how the heart it aches. Oh, how the soul knows all of this. Feels like you manifested me in ways that match perfectly, answering my own wish for sure. So many lifetimes in the making. This time round there is no faking, no mistaking. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. There's no going back, don't even have any maps to our new futures. There's only our next breath. We're so fully committed and so fully engaged, so courageous and fighters to the death. Building bridges from your heart to my heart, forging bonds of honest structure, our new start. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. There's no way around this, only way out is through. There's no way around this, open the door to bliss. Only way out is through, that's what we're gonna do, yeah. I surrender, I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace. I surrender. My hands are held up high, my knees are on the ground. I surrender, I surrender. I hand myself over to the mystery of your sweet embrace.
So, Love Triber, I hope that resonates with you a little bit. It's very hard to do. The power of surrender. It's the toughest thing. It's almost up there with love thyself. I hope you get something. Hey, sorry people, it looks like it's trying to reconnect. The whole thing crashed. Everything just imploded. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Love Triber. At least we got your reading done without crashing. At least the crash happened just after your reading, okay? Thank you, Love Triber. We're gonna go on to Yvonne Jones now. Okay? Yvonne put a little something in the super chat. So there we go. Hey Mary, what's going on? Mary Hudson, how are you? Thank you for dropping in, Mary. A wedding song. Yeah, well, again, Terra Lumination is outrageously ambitious. Terra Lumination wants to make records, make music, make songs with full production. I'd love to do the full production with Laura Ellen Smith. She's a really good singer, and she can do a really good version, a cover, like a full production for I Surrender. And I have the producers to do it, but you know, we're talking like $300 or $400, and I can't, you know, where are we going to get 300 for? Anyway, we have to, it all has to be paid for. So You know, we can do it, you know. I know how to do these things. Yvonne, I'm going to shuffle a little while, okay? Okay, Yvonne, you're up. You are up. I'm sorry that everything is crashing and we're losing frames. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very, very hard to transmit this, but we're going to do it anyway. We're still going. Okay, we're still going. There's a few of you who are still here, and you reconnected very successfully. Thank you so much. Yvonne, this is for you. Thank you. All right. Let's have a look. All right, Yvonne, before we get going here, I'm going to switch to another beverage. This is a form of distilled, this is a form of fermented grape juice, okay? Thank you, Nature Explorer, because you're next. You are next. After Yvonne, we're going to do Nature Explorer. Thank you so, so much. All right. I'm going to do one last little spin, okay, Yvonne, and then you're up. Thank you, Frittily. Frittily, you're awesome. By the way, everyone, Frittily is a reader too. Can you imagine? We have a small number of people here tonight, but probably at least 30% are readers, including Frittily. Yeah. Pretty effing awesome. I love, have I ever told you guys how I love doing this with you? I freaking love doing this stuff. Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. Yvonne, this one's for you. It's a little mini reading. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. Now, you know, Yvonne, that we've never met in person. You don't have to tell me anything. Don't put anything in the windows or the chats. Don't mention any issues, nothing. We're just going to go completely blind. There are other ways we can do readings where we can talk about issues, but not tonight, not right now. We're just going to go blind. So, we have the Seven of Swords here. My feeling is that it's like we really need to be it's